So, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Advent Calendar day with some more Aviary Attorney. And we are still middle of the case of trying to defend the so-called Prince of Spain, the fox, even though it's not really the case. Now, we have 3 days. We have this day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday before the trial date, and on Friday there would be the trial continuation. Now the big questions are, where should we go and what order? That is really a big question, and I'm not sure at all what I would think is the best. I think this is not that important. Like, this is the place where the crime happened. Yes. Right? I think this is at least it. If I am not... Like, this is of course the court justice, that's the library, market, where we found the swan before, but that actually we can go without having to worry about time, so I think I will start there. But yeah, I think this is the crime scene again, that we pretty much combed through before, unless we happen to randomly find someone else from there. But I don't think there's anything important there. Here, of course, we can go and ask about if the chocolate could have been poisoned, plus who might have been the individual to buy the chocolate that we found, which is very important. And then here it seems that there could be something important still. Because now we can of course ask if they have seen the fox, what was his name exactly, but nonetheless the fox that we are working for to try to clear his name out of this. And of course this will be important here. I definitely will have to go, but I don't want to go there first. Let's just visit here into Les Halles market quickly, see if there's anything there. I don't know if there would be though. That's strange, I don't see any sign of the flower girl. So she is already sadly gone, so we cannot ask any questions from her. Yeah, probably because you scared her off with your crazy stack of finesse strange strategies, dummy. Or maybe you scared her with your horrendous and inappropriate flirting technique. I'll have you know I can flirt like a peacock in tail fanning mode. We really don't have time for this discussion, let's just continue our investigation elsewhere. Yeah, we can't talk to the swan anymore, which is really a shame, but can't be helped. I guess we might as well visit all the places which don't take the full day first, just for the fun of it. But after that, we have 4 locations to go in, which will take a day, and we can't go to all of them. I would assume Palace du Louvre is the least important of them, just because I think we got everything there was. Unless, of course, we think that there was a few other individuals we could try to go and talk to again, which is plausible if they would have some new information, or we just simply would happen to see or find someone else in there. But otherwise, it's not the most important thing to do. Library, doubt there's anything there. The 2 fools have returned. What can I help you, messieurs, with today? Need to know the population of Timbuktu, perhaps, or do you want a rundown of every character of the 12th night? Actually, why did I come here? I've already learned everything I wanted to know. Maybe you wanted to take out a book. Don't say silly things, Parazon. Come on, we have work to do. Why did I come here? Because I could. Already ahead of time. Just see if there's anything special. A little early, aren't we? Yeah, just scopings. And then if we go to the aviary attorney at offices, I'm certain that the same thing will happen as before. Yeah, this helps you on already. And then this is just a prison place where there's no sense of going, really. ... Nothing even happened, I guess. That's kind of funny. Or I somehow skipped the full conversation? I'm not really sure. But so, what would be the first place to go? Now that is a big and important question. Of course this is also a question if this is important or not, but let's go to the RM Associates then first and ask if the swans, as in the birds, have been able to escape this place. Because that will be important information nonetheless. Hello, rat friend. Oh, hello again. Hi, Mousy. Mousy, I have a message for you. It's from Prince Juan himself. He wants to know if the birds have flown south to the winter, whatever that means. Oh, yes, yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Monsieur, I mean Prince Juan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take this. Go on, take them, take them.
These are used train ticket stubs. It looked like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy?
Prince Juan said that they would help with the trial. See the names, see the names.
Gautier Sugne, Nicole Sugne.
Yeah, the swans. They have left.
I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are.
As in the parents. Neither do I, really. Monsieur, I mean, Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people and then to make sure they caught the train. And so, that's what I did.
Strange, I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them, just in case. Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing courier.
Good call. Interesting, however. And that took the full day. Let's just visit here for the reason of me looking through my evidence. That's the reason. Sparrowson, not that sort of thing. So 2 ticket stubs for train bound to Vienna. Seats are booked for Courtier and Nicole Sugne. So the parents of the swan. It's kind of silly that like he doesn't yet know, even though I know, which is the problem part. I know. I've definitely caught up with the idea of the situation. Now I could go back there for free. But only now, sadly. I think Chocolate Imperium is the most important. It's just, I don't no idea which one of those I would choose then first. But let's go to Chocolate Imperium. And I hope I can manage to figure out who has bought the chocolate. I hope.
Welcome, Padmengers. Have you finally decided to sample my fine chocolate? Or perhaps you have just returned to ask more questions? It's just the questions today, I'm afraid.
So could the chocolate have been poisoned? Ask nicely, of course.
Is there any chance that you produced could have been contaminated?
Absolutely not, monsieur. I stand by my claim that my chocolate is the finest in all of Paris. I go to great lengths to ensure that the highest quality is ensured. Any contamination would be terrible for business, you understand? Yeah, I understand, but of course someone could be doing that afterwards.
I see.
Was there something else you messieurs wanted to ask? Who bought this piece of chocolate?
Let me think.
Who to ask about? So, I have asked already quite a few important individuals. The ones that I would want to ask about especially is of course her and him too, because he is very suspicious. Kind of would be funny to ask about himself, but I can't really waste it for that sort of a question, can I? I'd say. Let's just ask about the first importance, as in Catherine Marie Sugne.
Have you ever served a flower-selling swan named Catherine Marie Sugne?
No, monsieur. What are you thinking, Falcon?
I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. If she were the chocolate fiend, then our investigation would have become much simpler, but since she's not... Let me think. Who to ask about?
That's about the judge because he's suspicious. A fisherman in denial. When Judge Romulus, a snappy judge who seems eager to wrap up trials as quickly as possible, what's this guy's problem?
Have you ever served a hairy wolf in chirical robes named Judge Romulus?
Yes, monsieur. I had that feeling.
Alright, have you ever served... Oh, wait! What did you just say? Yes? Did you just say yes?
Yes, monsieur, a wolf in juridical robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago, on the 6th of January to be precise. That's perfectly just before the crime itself happened. But how would we prove that? Other than, okay, he has bought the chocolate, but like, otherwise, what else are we gonna do?
Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy cream. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling. A custom filling. Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample. Caramel that he brought in himself. That's freaking extremely suspicious. Suspicious behavior, to say the least.
What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hackeslack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? I can do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand. Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial after all. If only it would be the case for me too. If only I had the memory of an elephant.
Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green.
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hackeslack. You have been enormously helpful. I am glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. Alright. A new day. I can go only to AA offices now, apparently. I can't even go to the other two locations, even though there should be time, but apparently we won't. I wonder why. I wonder if it would be... But no, it shouldn't be different anyways. Interesting. Well, our office. Our office it shall be then. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the full case in jeopardy. We've still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard Shoaux. Is something wrong, Sparrow's son? You're being unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Hal consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up.
So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison. But I don't know if it's a good idea to consume it if it has poison.
Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrow's son?
Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
Heh, I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. Did you really? You're a crazy freaking bird, Sparrow's son. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrow's son! Sparrow's son!
And then he fell to the ground. We know that it's 45 minutes time at least, I guess. But, like, how do we can prove this other than okay? Like, only we are here. Just taking him into the freaking hospital then. God damn freaking Sparrow's son.
Doctor, is Sparrow's son okay?
Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed.
Oh, thank God.
How did you say this happened again?
It's a long story. Lawyer in occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this?
I have no idea. I am an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Wait a moment. There is the matter of the bill.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for and I'm one partner down.
I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. I wonder how much I will owe him.
This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this.
On the other hand, if we get the toxicology report or that person as a witness, and the proof that this chocolate paper wrapper that Sparrowson consumed, though no one else saw him consume it, has poison, then that can kinda close the case. You! I finally found you!
Did someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen. And the one that was trying to, make us stop the investigation.
Who's speaking? I can't see you, Monsieur. Step forward.
Alright, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see. Great. Then we were thrown into water. Au revoir, JJ, welcome. ... Question mark.
What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? Oh, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus on a count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2... Did it work? Oh, Dame Cataline.
I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. Yeah, like before, you mean? This is definitely a dream world. ...
That's my answer to that.
Silence, I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row.
It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not talking to Dame Caroline.
It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures?
I'm not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ.
Don't call me JJ.
That's all you have to say. How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow.
My grandfather. ... I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. No, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, Monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. I guess we're waking up in the hopper areas or something. Pont des Arts. This newly built bridge boasts a magnificent view of the Louvre and offers quick passage across the sign. I try to now wonder, how it's that set? Oh yeah, it's Friday already. We had a little bit of accident on Thursday then, clearly enough. It's you trying to wake up us. That's kind of good that someone is. Come on, Monsieur, wake up. I said wake up, you're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness, I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Ugh. My head. Where am I?
But yet they tried to make us miss the case. At least, if not more. The Pontias, by the Louvre in Paris, France. I just wish you out of the scene. Nearly broke my rod doing it. How the freaking heck have we survived in the river this long? Basically almost a day. Wait, I know you. You're the disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something. Yeah, total Giro Falco.
What time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st. 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at the courtyards 10 minutes ago.
Well, you're running late, but take it easy, Monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding. Totally not. They never are.
Maybe if I sprint it.
In your condition, that would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes.
No time.
Indeed, no time. Wait, Monsieur, at least take this before you go.
What's this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle. Gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure you were holding it pretty tightly when I found you?
Yeah, I was holding this. Well, I suppose it has to be mine.
Yeah, it's something, alright.
Thanks, fisherman, I owe you one.
Fisherman? Hey, don't call me a fisherman. You're just wishing, but you're not a fisherman. It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. No one there. Is the defense not present?
Tisk us unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense and this trial cannot proceed any further, we must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I am a firm believer that the trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rushed to end the trial session the moment it is due to start.
At least he seems like an honest type. He doesn't want to just, make something happen that doesn't seem right at all. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served.
You're the prosecutor, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. The guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You are a prosecutor by definition. You're here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. Yeah, he seems like a good fellow at the end of the day. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is a little that can be done. I hear no more about this matter.
I will now talk with the jury, and then we finally arrive, thanks God.
Please, the defense is present, Your Honor.
Just in time, didn't we just come here? Just in time, Judge Romulus, didn't we?
You're too late, Falcon. Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something?
Indeed.
Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules. Prosecutor Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor. Please.
But Your Honor. Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. ... It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium. Ha! But yeah, it's a great thing that he still wants to go through with it and not just okay, just partial evidence to do the verdict. I'm happy. Good job, Cocorico.
The King of France? He's here?
Apparently so. Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise! Well, you see...
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even begun.
Well, the defense, it was late and,
Oh, pish, was France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality? Let's go ahead with this trial. It will be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the full truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right?
That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying. No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? ... Fine, proceed with the cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder?
My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my pyjamas at the time.
I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre.
Right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle du Pré with little funfair. At the Grande Galerie, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. And that's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest.
Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madams and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony, it is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France.
Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I?
I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve!
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with stringent legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. He seems like a nice king at the end of the day. Okay, statement or question? Well, they did come from South Entrance, obviously enough. Salle du Pré, I'm not exactly sure how that is. But yeah, it's not a Prince of Pain, that's of course. It's not actually Prince of Pain. So...
Your Majesty, you say that you were presented with a rose by the Prince of Spain.
Indeed, he formally introduced himself. I knew he was telling the truth because he called me Senor.
The man was not Prince of Spain, though. Your Majesty, prosecutor, members of the court, brace yourself, because I have a revelation that will turn this trial on its head. Juan Corrido is not the Prince of Spain.
That's not a revelation, Falcon.
It isn't.
Of course not. We all know that the current ruler is Queen Regina Isabella II and that she has no children. The Corridos are obviously pretenders to the throne. Prince Juan's title is probably self-appointed.
But his name isn't even Juan. His name isn't even Juan Corrido. I don't even think the fox is Spanish.
So what?
So what? That's important.
JJ, what's important is that this man is accused of committing a murder and of conspiring to kill the king. That's what disputes here. The man's name is irrelevant. He could be named Juan Corrido or Pop Struni for all I care. It doesn't change the events that transpired on the morning of January 6th.
I suppose that's true.
Probably no. Not really.
Never mind, I have more questions about Prince Juan.
Actually, there is. Yeah. Why did Major Howell take the rose? Maybe this could lead us somewhere. Why did Major Howell take the rose?
I find it curious that Major Howell snatched the rose before you could take it. Why did he do that?
The Major has always been a protective fellow. I think he was just doing his diligence as a royal guard. And given how he took the figurative bullet for me, I would say that he did his job well.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Not really. Like, we addressed the Spanish thing, that he's not the Spanish Prince of Juan. And we addressed the fact that, okay, he did this sort of a thing, so I don't think that there could be anything more about that. But I don't remember all these locations. Like, South Entrance, we know that he came from there. That is of no question. It's just that would this lead to the question about where they came from before, for example, which could be where the chocolate paper could be from. I'll try this at least, but I don't know if it will take us anywhere.
Your Majesty, you say that you entered the Louvre from the south entrance.
Indeed, we approached from the Hotel de Ville, so it was an easy riverside stroll.
Did you see anyone suspicious? Did you see anyone or anything suspicious around the Louvre's entrance?
Suspicious? I'm afraid not, monsieur. Just the regular riverside types, bouquets, vendors, people who fish and the like. People who wish not fishermen.
I see.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And the Grand Gallery.
Now, Your Majesty, I would like to ask about your activities in the Grand Gallery.
Please proceed.
Did you see anyone suspicious? Aside from the Prince of Spain, did you see anyone out of the ordinary in the Grand Gallery?
Why, monsieur, the Grand Gallery is always inhabited by artists. Everyone there is out of the ordinary.
Nonetheless, can you think of anyone who stood out?
Is this question going somewhere, JJ, or are you blindly stepping in the dark? Well, I'm stepping out that darkness, really.
I'm just stepping in the dark, to be honest.
Then perhaps be a little less stubby and a little more brainy. Yeah.
May we hear your inspiring speech? Could you give us a rendition of your speech?
What, right now? Without my cue cards, I'll give it a shot, I suppose. Madams and messieurs, welcome to the grand unveiling of my beautiful portrait. I don't claim to be the greatest king penguin to have reigned over France, nor the handsomest, nor the most competent. Some may argue that I'm not even top 10 material, but I am a humble king penguin. Some consider me to be the humblest king penguin of all time.
Your Honor, I object. The speech is a travesty. Sustained.
It's really difficult because I do think that it could be interesting to see what would be the suspicious individual. If there's nothing in this, which I don't think there will be, then I think I will at least try to ask that suspicious individual thing again and see if there would be something. Like, who could he have seen? Let's see about this anyways, by the way, because I didn't really have the time to look into this. Falcon awoke upon the Pont des Arts with the fountain pen in hand, contains green ink, and green ink is used in the receipt. So we can link that to this judge. But how do we get into that conversation? Now that's a big thing. Yep. Just how the heck are we getting there? Maybe we ask if he saw this guy in there. For example, this Judge Romulus. That could be getting somewhere. I'll check Salle du Dipre, but then I'll go back to that suspicious person thing.
Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle du Dipre and eventually...
Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then move on to the Grand Gallery. Yeah, I'll try the suspicious individual. Did you see anyone suspicious?
It's a valid question. It's perfectly fine question. Please answer, Your Majesty. Who did you see?
Well, I don't know. I saw dozens of paintbrush filled in moustache-toothed weirdos.
Be specific, Your Majesty.
I saw photographers and sculptors and sketchers and hipsters and... Just what do you want me to say, monsieur?
Look what you've done, JJ. You've stressed the poor king out. Butchering the king. Toot toot. Absolutely disgusting behavior. They're stalling. What a buffoon. Oh dear. Nope. So where could I go from this then? Well, let's go and see about this then. What did you see in the Salle du Dipre? Could you elaborate? What did you see in Salle du Dipre? What did I see? Well, Roman stuff mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. You're right, I'm reaching. My gut tells me that something important took place in the Salle du Dipre. But maybe you're right, Severin. I would be foolish to blindly push on, wouldn't it? What was in the questions in here? Are you sure? Like, about what? Well, I guess I can ask. Are you sure that you entered the Louvre's south entrance? Oh, mon dieu, Valcon, are you seriously still taking at this threat? The king himself just testified under oath, no less, to have entered through the south entrance. You can't possibly have any reason to call this fact into question. No, I do not. We don't have time for that sort of a pedantry. Stick to the important questions, defense, or I'll end this stupid trial here and now. But what the heck would be the thing in here then? Like, What was the other one in here? It was just about why did the goddamn guy take the... And he didn't go anywhere with this. And we went through this completely, though there's nothing there. That it doesn't seem to go anywhere. Then here it's just like, am I gonna do the same sort of a thing and pressure him about it? I guess. Because this didn't lead anywhere, this didn't lead anywhere, this I don't feel that could lead anywhere. So I guess I will try to say and ask it. Well, I asked this first and then here if this seems somehow better, but probably not. There are several rooms between the Louvre's south entrance and the Grand Gallery, but you've only mentioned the Salle du Dipre by name. Why is that? Oh, the Salle du Dipre was the only room we looked around in detail. The other rooms we simply passed straight through. Why did you choose stop in the room, that room specifically? Well, see, there was that giant door stop that caught my eye and sparkled the debate. Sparkle the debate? Say no more, your majesty. I guess I could ask this. Like, it's the only thing that I can think of. But it's probably gonna be another suspicious thing, but like, it seems like I have to ask something, I have to get something, tuck some right string somewhere. I want the king to elaborate. I guess about, like, if he ate some chocolate or something. I have a reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, your majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstep and there was that copper urn thing. Okay, so this is actually the location that they were before going into that place where the chocolate wrapper was. Oh, there was something else. Now that you ask, I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? That actually was an important detail. Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, your majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, your majesties, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I did get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was...
It was Sugne for sure, so...
Mademoiselle Sugne. Mademoiselle Sugne?
Sugne? That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Sugne.
I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Sugne gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you are alluding to, JJ. You are suggesting that the gift the chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because of the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates.
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proof that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Yes! Shame on your defense implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial.
Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence for the type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised? ... The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet?
Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own, that is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet.
I don't know. Am I done or am I not done? I kind of feel that this may be bad.
I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office and Sparrow-san ate it.
Stop, JJ, stop while you have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
Very well. I am pleased that justice has been throughoutly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs.
I will now deliberate with the jury.
Objection! Sparrow-san came here. Objection! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrow-san, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on the poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See?
It's too late. The trial is over. You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. The best one from our point of view. Go ahead, Sparrow-san. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
Ahem. This patient, Sparrow-san, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning probably originating from the plant known as aconine, aka monkshook, aka full of Spain. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada... Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Falret.
Thank you, Sparrow-san. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here?
Was. You can get his autograph later.
Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecutor or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examining that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional, definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credential, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
Gah! So then what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is still tenuous.
Tenuous.
A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Hall was killed by the chocolate. You're still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empirism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? ... Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Is it the sworn lady? Yeah, she's here. Hello.
You. Sparrow-san, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness.
Well, I'm sure she can help. Like, probably she can say that this guy who is the judge asked her to deliver the chocolate, or someone gave the chocolate to deliver to them. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Sukne, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me into a difficult position, Sparrow-san. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Sukne is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right. Sparrow-san, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to?
I do. I have accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Sukne as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Sukne. Prosecution is my job.
Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the full truth and nothing but the truth. ...
I swear, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the full truth and nothing but the truth.
Good, very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Sukne, and I am a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Sukne, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle du Tipre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but the guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howe, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshoot, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why, monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a wild man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. You can tell the truth because your parents are actually safe now. So that's how she can tell the truth. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur. I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. ...
We know that's not true. Intriguing, pretty convincing. Not a favor. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed the confession out of this murder dispute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. Lucky you. So shall we wrap this court session up? No, I haven't finished my examination. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth.
You aren't here to uncover the truth, you're here to defend Prince Yuan, and you've done that job with disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her future. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine, can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Monsieur Vulcan, save it. I have nothing more to say.
The tickets. 2 ticket stops for a train bound to Vienna. Seats are booked for Cotier and Nicole Sukne, and they have been used. Please, take a look at this, Mademoiselle.
Train ticket stops?
Look at the names. ...
Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Indeed. Go ahead, Mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there?
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the gold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, and he offered me a deal. Assist me him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is just Romulus. ...
Ah, what a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor, although admittedly this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a praise and gambit. But in any case, this sort of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrication born of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Sukne, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say that the judge lent you money, then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
The contract were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him.
Hey, how convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link just Romulus to Mademoiselle Sukne? A link, of course. Obviously. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Sukne in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that linked Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Yes, and that happens to be the receipt for the chocolate. A receipt for 1 box of custom-built chocolates from the 6th of January sold to Judge Romulus signed in green ink. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust in the judge's hands? What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Sakaslag Chocolate Imperium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus. The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus brought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt.
By itself, this evidence would not be definite. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed the receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe this honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. Heh, that would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belonged to Judge Romulus. Well, Falconer woke upon the Pontias with the fountain pen in hand contains green ink. Which is green ink, signed with green ink. That is definitely the best I have, I'd say. Oh, but first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere. You admitted to it, my god. I thought as much. Madams and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpetriere's hospital. I did not see their silent face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown in the Seine River. Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say that this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color. And as we all know, only Patty is writing green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only 12 people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more room for doubt. There's only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Sugne, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Sugne's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley, and when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Sugne to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you can do about it. Great. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences.
If that's not gonna be changed by that confession, then I don't know.
With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the blessed Yastris before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly. Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the courtesies. What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't judge me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
He doesn't. I too. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty, you'll see.
He became completely crazy, man.
A revolution is coming. Rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The burghers will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic, a republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me. Just another random lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course, carry on, Inspector.
Well, that was a show and a half, at least for a king too. ...
Dot.
And a ...
What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties. Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant Prince Juan Corridor to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Yay, we won another case, not guilty verdict. Is this a good one though? At least I think so. They've been nice thus far. What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all right, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue. ...
But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus roundly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean?
He's saying that you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, Monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna?
I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this trauma?
Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before the fighting starts.
So you think that there will be fighting? You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. ... But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this has all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, and the fox, right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Avery office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin. Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order uncovering the truth in the way that you did. It was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Polecock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Sucre to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Sucre. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dog, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details. The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations. The gaps in the law where even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. And that you have done. Good job. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Sugne and she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice. ... You're a good lawyer, I'd say.
You're a good lawyer, Kokoriko.
You, well, you're not terrible, Falcon. At least we're not terrible. I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. Heh, what am I doing still using that old accent? I'm of course meant congratulate Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson.
It's no big deal, we were just doing our jobs.
No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so, else you would surely have stumbled or gave it in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur Whoops. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Whoops, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job.
Oh? More reputable than the Falcon that stands before me?
Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record.
True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone.
Huh? Really? I've never even heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Whoops. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is for our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast, after all. You mean the revolution that the crook judge mentioned? Indeed, I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Thanks. That would be much appreciated.
Dig up the dirt.
I am a private investigator, it's what I do.
Well, bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Whoops.
Good day, messieurs.
I'm going to go get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
40 francs more. Yay! Well, your game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? End of Act 2. I just, the only problem here is that I don't know if continuation means that I have to continue, right now, or it won't. But your game has been saved, so I guess I can say no. So I think this will be the end for today's episode. And then tomorrow we'll see wherever Act 3 will be taking us. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the second act of the Aviary Attorney here in the Advent calendar. And I'll see you for more tomorrow. So, thank you for watching. See you then. Bye bye.